Wow.
Hopefully, I pray that nobody was injured, nobody, no lives were lost, no lives were lost in the building, whatever. But it's kind of grim. But at least send a prayer out to this.
Yeah, I definitely want to send a prayer out to them, everybody affected, everybody just even affected mentally, because sometimes we don't know the ripple effects of these things.
Exactly.
Family, friends,
Yeah.
loss of job,
And
work.
it's right before a holiday. Come on.
Yeah, yeah, yes, and that's detrimental. That's detrimental. So yeah, I definitely want to. I agree with you, Terry. Send some prayers out there to the family, whoever is affected by this, and anybody else out there going through something today. It's a good day for us, but sometimes we have to realize that everybody isn't always having the best day. So we have to be humble and sometimes give reverence to those who aren't having the best day.
You know what? A couple of things. What's the number for people to call? I'll get that out.
The number rep.
There.
Number.
Oh, okay. We look at it.
The number to call, and then we look at right in front of us. The number to call is 346-330-9473. One more time, that's 346-330-9473. And talking about days, I wanted to talk about Donald Trump. He seems like he's having a good day far as fundraising.
Hold on. Before you touch that,
Uh-oh.
I'm very curious. Before we, matter of fact, I think we need to push Trump back a little.
You want to push him back?
Yeah, let's start off on a lighter note. Yeah,
we
don't get too serious.
It's too serious too early.
Be upfront with it. So yeah, let's push him to the back. In our case, let's move him to the back of the bus.
So we're going to move him to the back of the bus. So we're going to segregate him to the back, relegate him to the back.
He's been doing it.
Why
not?
We don't want to say to who, but we say to my Latino friends.
Hey, us too.
What do you say to your Latino friend?
Yeah, us too. But most he was up on my Latino people, man.
Yeah, but him and his daddy back in the day. Us.
Well, yeah, they were discriminating against people. They would tell black people that the apartment was rented. Yeah. It's already gone. It's off the market. Yeah. Then 20 minutes later, turn around and tell somebody of another persuasion, come on in. Or he would charge the African American tenants an exorbitant amount more to try to send us away. So we didn't want to be a part of it. So look, we will come back to Trump. What I was going to talk about is fundraising, things of that nature.
We already know where that's coming from. I ain't worried about it. What I'm interested in, just to be honest, because I'm curious to know what this is. This whole Blueface thing. That's what I want to know.
Okay, Blueface didn't have the best of days, but his mother and his sister didn't have the best of days. What happened with Blueface? John, explain Blueface.
Blueface is a rapper that I don't know, is a younger rapper, I believe. These kids they watch these
mumble raps.
Remember. One of the people that got famous off of Instagram videos where you just rap in the car freestyle. And to me, listen, a lot of people might like Blueface, but to me, I'm gonna just say it. I think he's a terrible rapper. I'm from an older generation, not too old, but I'm from a generation where when we rap, you can see what we was rapping about as we talked.
Or in other words, there was skill.
Yes, there was skill. It had some kind of skill, but now they just put words together.
Skill and diction.
Yeah.
Well, diction, but then we had rappers like E40, and E40 he's a buddy of mine.
Yeah,
his diction was different. Whole different type of slang. Yeah, and it was original.
After a while, yeah. Like I know people. I love E40. I'll play E40 anytime of the day, and I understand.
You underdig. Ooh. Listening too slow.
And it makes sense. Once I heard that line, then I went back and I started listening to him. Really, like, okay, you were really about it.
Really about it. So why was his day bad? What happened with Blueface?
Blueface, apparently, this is the news out there that you can believe what side of the story you want to believe. But from what I've heard, Blueface kicked his mother and his sister out the house because one of his two new girlfriends didn't say hello.
And they didn't like it.
They didn't like it. They said she was disrespectful. And he said, no, I'm kicking you out because y'all didn't say hello. And this is on social media of him kicking his sister down the stairs. Mind you, she did come at him with a knife. But
She came at him with a knife when it got heated.
when it got too heated.
T. French, what's on your mind? I see the look on your face. Being a legend, seeing a lot, what's on your mind automatically?
I am perplexed. Yes.
I was very perplexed at the simple fact that he had 2 girlfriends at his house at the same time. The problem was,
Damn all that.
okay.
That's not the problem. That's the
Well,
problem.
well,
Kicking your mother and your
sister out.
Yeah.
That's the problem too. But the audacity to be able to bring 2 girlfriends around your mom.
That's
That's lightweight.
That's lightweight. I promise you.
My girl got a girlfriend. You know.
I mean, I'm on too, but what I'm saying is, look, follow this logic for a second.
Okay, I'm with you.
Okay, now, your mother, regardless of how anything goes, that is the queen. Period.
Period. Well, for level-headed people.
No,
that's for
damn
everybody.
all
Well,
that.
I get it, but what I'm trying to say is
Period.
that is a rule.
Look, there's 2 things in this world I'm scared of: my mama and running out of toilet paper. God is a given already. I got God all day long, but my mama and running out of toilet paper is the only 2 things in life I'm scared of that I can actually see in life. Okay?
Right?
So there ain't no way on God's green earth that I'm ever gonna kick my mother out.
Never. I wouldn't either. But that's what I'm saying. That because you're level-headed, you know the rules.
Second to that, okay, your mother and your sister. Now, I gotta say that these 2 girlfriends
Uh-huh.
are stupid as hell.
Well, they see how he treats his mother and sister.
Yeah, so what makes you think you gonna get treated any different?
Well, this is the thing. Do they care? Are they only in it for a superficial thrill?
Of course they are.
Okay, so that's my point. So this is showing the level of contrition that he has for his mother and sister, because after he goes online and makes fun of them, he kind of makes light of the situation.
There's a special place in hell for you. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, man, if nobody else got your back in life,
Your mama do.
your mama do.
Your mama do.
What you do in life.
And look, and his mom kept saying, I'm still going to pray for him. I'm still going to pray for him. Now his sister was going ham. His sister was going ham, as a sister will do.
Yeah.
When feeling disrespected.
That's sibling rivalry. That's what she gonna do.
That's what she's going to do.
Yeah.
She had a knife. He told her, you won't walk out of here alive, and going back and forth. And at first I said, well, is this over the girlfriends? And then his sister yelled, well, something about an expletive, and then mentioned his girlfriends and saying how they don't know how to say hi. And he said, well, you guys don't know how to say hi.
Well, okay. For those who don't know, what you're supposed to do customarily is,
Okay.
when you are the person entering the room, entering the building, you give the greeting. The person in the building is already there.
Right.
You're addressing the person who's already there in the building.
Right.
That's a little bit of etiquette, just in case some of you don't know. When you walk into a room, speak.
Right.
Grandfathers tell me, it don't cost nothing to speak to nobody.
Let me add something to that too. When mama's in the room or mama's in the house, I don't care if mama came first or came when you were already there. You always respect mama.
Always.
You always respect mama. Is this something going on? Is this just the era of the time that we're in?
I know that we got these people now that don't want you, I remember the time basically when you had a lot of these mothers coming up to the school. Don't touch my child. Don't do that.
Right.
Some of y'all need to be touched. I'm just saying, some of y'all need to be touched.
They need to put whoopers back in school.
Well,
They can't do that now.
No, they can't do that now, but there's a level of discipline. I believe in corporal punishment.
You believe in corporal punishment by anyone or someone in the village?
Someone in the village.
Okay.
Someone in the village.
Okay.
Because I to this day, I can still hold reverence to, my mom, in and out, this type of thing, primarily my mother raised me by herself.
Okay.
My 2 younger siblings.
Okay.
So the men in the neighborhood really their presence meant a lot to me.
Right.
And in particular, there's my mother's neighbor who's still there. Mr. George, and I remember I did something really stupid. In hindsight, I did stupid. I'm trying to be hip, whatever. I grabbed a can of spray paint,
Okay.
and I'm right in the center of the street. I'm just going just some graffiti.
I'm gonna tag a little bit.
Yeah. And Mr. George grabbed me by the back of my shirt, pulled me up, and he really, I mean, he didn't curse me out or nothing, but he scolded me.
Okay.
And then he said, look, you go in your garage, you go get some, and he made me get a steel wool brush, some soap, bleach, and I had to scrub that cement. I had to scrub it. You know, I felt embarrassed for the time, but looking back in hindsight, I thank him for that.
You learned a lesson.
I learned a valuable lesson. Don't disrespect your property. Have some pride in where you live. Keep your property value up.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So I don't blame him for doing it. But this day and age, this is not funny to me. This is not humorous at all. When you throwing your mama out the house, where are the values that she instilled in you?
Well, that also makes me wonder, where are the values that she instilled? We don't know the values she instilled. I saw a video earlier. John showed me a video of his mom ecstatic because he gave her $10,000. And then Blueface was calling his mom a clout chaser. We might need to talk about that too. What is this term, clout chaser?
Because she posted the stuff after they kicked him out, saying she don't know who this person that they created was, Blueface, and he acting like this certain place. But the child she raised, Jonathan, that's the shit. Jonathan, I don't know who this Blueface is, but I will refuse to let my son Jonathan be corrupted. So it's these young kids going out chasing this money, these women, these cars, and forgetting the people that raised them.
Okay, I'm gonna pass something down to you guys. And I coined this. I made this myself, but it makes a whole lot of sense. You can use it. You can go ahead and steal it. I don't care.
Okay.
The phrase is, reality checks never bounce.
Oh, wow. No, they never bounce.
Never.
They never bounce.
So the reality he's going to face at the end of all of this is going to crush him more than he could ever imagine.
Yeah, especially he's not the best of rappers, so we don't know what's going to happen with his career, and we know that.
What career? I'm just not here to
right, right. How do you call it a career when he just started, right?
And you started on Instagram,
right?
Take what they say? Take several seats.
Take several seats. Several seats. And see, this was a little bit of my point too, because I do notice with parents being in their 30s and their 40s, a lot of the parents celebrate the behavior of the child, or they celebrate the money. No. You have a child. I've seen it. You have a child. I understand you can't, but a lot of these parents, their kids come into a lot of money, and then they all of a sudden let the kid do whatever they want to do because they're just happy the kid has money.
No,
you get
sit that kid down.
Reality check.
What are you gonna do? Because I'm gonna promise you, I can tell you from experience, this money is gonna last. It's gonna run out.
Right, it's gonna run out.
Because if you don't invest it wisely, it will run out.
It will run out. And like I said, I'm wondering if this is just indicative of the times that we're in, because like I said, when we were little, we learned lessons. People told you lessons. Your auntie would call you, your uncle, your big cousins, your neighbors up the street.
Slow down, man. That's pull your coattail.
Every time. And now it's just that people are just going so far. This here clout chasing thing. A lot of it may be because a lot of these kids like to be in the media, whether it's negative, whether it's good. And so people coin it clout chasing, like you're chasing clout. You're trying to get more notoriety. Now he says that his mom was clout chasing. And so I always listen to every side of the story. I always try. So I don't know the validity in that because I don't know the validity of it, but I do think it's possible. We live in a time now where people are doing whatever they can for their 5 minutes of fame, whatever they can. And trying to stretch it. Be it recording your child or putting your mom out while recording. What's going on with all this recording stuff? What's going on?
Get famous. That's how you get your 5 minutes. If you come up with a good enough video, and that's why we have a lot of these people sitting around watching people fight in the streets or these women getting beat up because they're trying to post that video to get that check off of it. Instead of actually stepping in and helping, But at the same time, I do understand why they do that too, because these days, if you step in and try to help somebody, you may end up getting killed yourself.
Exactly.
So the best thing to do is stand off to the side and maybe shout a couple of things like, "Hey, don't hit her that hard."
We're laughing, but that's not funny.
It's not funny.
Yeah, but
It's dangerous. It's actually dangerous.
This is what I say. Back in the day, before I had my kids and I was younger, I would step in and help somebody.
Yeah.
Because at that point, I only had my life to lose.
Right.
Mhm.
You know, and my family would, you know, it's just me, so they would eventually get over that. But now I got 3 kids that I have to look out for, and 2 dogs that, you know, they wait for me.
Yeah.
Your 2 dogs.
You got responsibility.
Yeah, I got responsibility, so I can't go around trying to help everybody. And people have made this countless of times. If a dude is beating up a woman in public, he's not going to care about you as well. So, me being a man that can't fight, yes, I'm definitely going to call 911 for you, but there'll be no physical altercation.
So you being the man that can't fight, you're going to be standoffish because you have other.
Bro, I got a half a body that works. I can't hit you with my left arm and keep my balance at the same time.
Me, I gotta jump in. I mean, that's a lady in distress. That's just I gotta do something. At least distract him.
Yeah.
From striking her.
Yeah.
By yelling obscenities to him.
Yeah.
Well,
you call the dude a punk, that'll stop him in his tracks. And the punk with a couple of explicits behind it. You know.
Right. For me, there's only so much that I could take. And like I say, I always try to analyze situations, but even sometimes, let's say the woman is wrong. Being overpowered and being outmatched is still being overpowered and outmatched. And so, like I said, there's only so much that I could take. And so when I see things going just too far left, it's just in me to intervene. I just can't see these things happening. And without a camera. But my part about the cameras, remember, what happens behind these doors, stay behind these doors. Our family business is our family business. Now your family business is the business of 1 billion people.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about privacy. I won't say nobody, but it's this thing again. Is this just indicative of the time period we're living in?
That's just
These fools, they're chasing.
The other day,
Uh-huh.
Can be fixed.
Stupid. No better. You can't change it. And clearly, they know the consequence. They know the fallout. They know what's going to happen by releasing these things.
But you want your instant notoriety for the thing because you'll get abused. You think you look like the big man by doing something. You look stupid as hell.
To the detriment of your mother and your sister for 2 girlfriends. And then think about the 2 girlfriends. They can't be serious. They can't be serious. I just watched you put out your mother and your sister for me and another lady. Which one of us do you take serious? And again, I do know that it has always been like this. People with money and influence get things a lot easier. But I remember
$10,000 ain't no money, man.
Well, he looked the home was a spectacular home. It was a nice home. I don't know his advance, and his sister was showing the house saying, "This is what you guys are buying him." John, how did Blueface get his claim to fame in the first place?
Instagram. People who like, I don't want to say, this is going to sound weird, but people who like stupidity.
That's it.
Oh, no, exactly.
And I say it's just like a lot of these, and I would say a lot of these clowns get elected to positions they shouldn't be in. People like stupidity, and they do it just because they're like, oh, ain't nobody else gonna do it, so I'm a liking.
Yeah.
And you get 100,000 to 1 million people to like somebody stupid, you got a good fan base. And that's how a lot of these people get on. Because I never understood how rappers, that I'd be like, this is trash. But if you get 100,000 people and you bringing out your own music with nobody behind you, you getting 100% of that profit.
Yeah, you are, but okay, let me give you an example of something. I remember back in 2004, I believe it was.
Okay.
I forget the name of the group, but they made this song called Laffy Taffy.
The Laffy Taffy, what? The Laffy Taffy, yeah. Ooh.
One of them passed. Did one of them pass?
I don't know. I don't know.
Shorty Low
was in. I don't think so. Was he?
I thought so.
Atlanta Shorty Low.
Either way,
they're gone.
They gone.
Like the franchise boys. Remember, lean with it. Lean with it. They play it, but their career is gone.
You know what? You had Jermaine Dupri behind you, and that was make that would happen. These are just some cats coming, the D4L, whatever it was. Whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
To me, like there's so many of these groups that don't I remember for the industry, you built careers.
Okay.
Okay. You built a nice entrance into the game when you put your first release out, but you were striving and gaining material to make your second.
You wanted that sophomore album to outdo the first album.
It was a buildup. You were building A&R directors at the time were building careers. So if you have the longevity, you have longevity. So that's how this came about. But now, you know, I appreciate the independence in these young cats. You got a record, don't want to go through the rigmarole. You just want to put your stuff out. That's cool. But let's take the time to put out some quality stuff these days.
Yes, put out some quality. What do you guys think about the Instagram fame, the YouTube fame?
I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. Because I don't. I mean, I'll be honest. I check my Instagram maybe once a month.
Me too.
I'm just not that involved with it, you know? Now for me, I'm part of the older generation, so I'm part of this whole everybody's on Facebook and all kind of stuff like that. My whole thing was it was cool because I got to catch up with those classmates, relatives I ain't seen in a minute. Matter of fact, I think the best for me, actually, in my family, I catch up with more people on both sides of my family via Facebook than I do with actually calling them.
Well, yeah, everybody's there.
Yeah.
I know people that will literally get upset with me for not responding to a Facebook message when they have my phone number.
Yeah.
You have had my phone number longer than I have had Facebook. I have known you since before Facebook ever even existed.
That's just how social media works nowadays. Everybody goes through social media. How many phone numbers do you know by heart? I barely know my own.
I know one of my 2 phone numbers by heart.
You got 2, so why you got 2 phones? That's it right there.
Well, business, and I don't want to business and personal. You don't want to cross everything. When I'm off the clock, I want to be able to just turn it off.
I cross everything because I can't afford it.
You can afford what you want. Put your mind there and go get it. Then let me ask you guys this as well. Do you guys think that we have this again? Instagram, these people coming up real fast. So do they have to continue with the way they came in? So they have to keep acting like buffoons on Instagram. They keep after acting like buffoons on social media because that was their entrance into the game. If they don't act the buffoon, they'll lose their fan base.
Okay, I got you, but there comes a point where you really got to do this. You got to level up.
Very much so. You can see the maturity and maturation in some rappers. We can even talk about Jay-Z. Jay-Z, Reasonable Doubt. You can hear the youth in him. You can hear what he's doing.
I love Jay-Z because, I mean, personally, Jay-Z is literally in my age bracket. He's 2 weeks older than me. So to see him evolve and how he came up in the game and to now, I mean, $1 billion.
Yeah.
Businessman.
Yeah.
But these days, we won't have too many kids like that. We won't have too many young artists like that.
Well, we will if we encourage them.
But who was encouraging? Like, look at Master P. Master P says, I believe people should pay me for my advice to them. And I believe that's true because a lot of these black rappers think just because you're a black rapper, you're supposed to be on my side, but they'll go out and pay these white men to give the same advice that an OG can give you for a less price. He just give you a hood hookup.
Well, game is to be sold, not to be told.
Yeah,
and
the younger generation understand it.
Well, they understand it. It's just a willingness of who they're willing to pay.
Everybody want a hookup.
Well, especially when the person looks like you.
But the advice is called consulting.
Mm.
Consultants get paid.
Very much so. Consultants do get paid. But again, we have this thing, and I don't know if it's tribal. I don't know if it's just something that people think just automatically, but we don't like to pay people that look like us. We think that it should be free. Not all of us, but in general, and because I noticed this, and then they'll take their money and go pay somebody else of another complexion to do the same thing as if it's okay. It's just something that's, I don't know if it's been ingrained in us. I don't know what it is.
Well, I've, again, not trying to act like I'm on a pedestal or anything like that. I just haven't figured that it's learned. You had to learn to earn.
Yeah.
And any expertise that you gain along the way, you got to pay somebody.
Yeah.
So, it's better to go and have that mentality. And you could be paying it forward, but, just pay what you owe, man, and keep it moving.
Yeah, well, again, it has to be something that people are prepared to do.
Right.
So Blueface, you guys ever go listen to his music? You gonna give him a chance?
That's a negative.
That's a negative.
Don't listen to it now unless they play at Tatiana in the club. So.
Tatiana.
I mean, it's in the club. I don't have no choice over what to listen to. I can't just walk around the club, my ears plugged.
Tatiana. So he's the one who came out with that song, Tatiana.
It's like him and Cardi B.
And so you said that's how he got his notoriety, was sitting in the car. Wait.
Sitting in the car. He's the dude that was sitting in the car. Just the way he sounds.
Isn't he the one that people thought that something was wrong with him not too long ago? Oh man.
Yeah,
So
was like, what's wrong with this boy?
yeah. So people thought something was wrong with him. I hope you guys don't think something is wrong with us. We're gonna go to break. When we come back right here on KHSX Power, we have plenty more for you. We'll be back right after these messages. What's the website, Terry?
KHSXradio.com.
KHSXradio.com.
It only takes a minute to find out if you may have prediabetes. And you can do it at doihaveprediabetes.org. But you're probably not going to. Nope. I'm sure you've got a perfectly good excuse. Kids, work. You're busy. So what better time than now? Let's begin. Raise one finger if you're a man. Ladies, none yet. Oh, count in your head if you're driving. Now, 3 more fingers for everyone over 60, 2 over 50, 1 over 40, 1 more if you're not physically active, another finger if anyone in your family has type 2 diabetes, another if you've got high blood pressure, if you're overweight, raise another finger, 2 if you're very overweight, and 3 if you're really overweight. You've just taken the world's first audio pre-diabetes test. And if you're holding up 5 or more fingers, visit doihaveprediabetes.org or talk to your doctor. There's no excuse because prediabetes can be reversed.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and its pre-diabetes awareness partners.
Hey family, this is your boy Al Work with Al Work. Show you catch me Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. on KHSX Power 101.5.
The odds of a young girl being discovered by an industry insider while singing to herself pumping gas. 1 in 300 million. The odds of a daughter of a clergyman from Severn, Maryland, spending 11 weeks at #1 on the U.S. singles charts. 1 in 19 million. The odds of going on to win 7 Grammy Awards. 1 in 1.4 million.
Wow.
The odds of selling over 40 million records. 1 in 800,000. The odds of this musician and performer having a child diagnosed with autism. 1 in 68. I'm Toni Braxton, and I encourage you to learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs. Early diagnosis can make a lifetime of difference. Autism Speaks. It's time to listen. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
This is Terry Fox. I'd like to invite you to the Love Song. This favorite podcast introduces you. We acquaint you with all of the songs of the past, songs that lead up to your imagination, songs that remind you of a mellow time in every aspect of life. The joys and the pains, the ups and the downs. Range. So I hope that you'll join me every Monday through Thursday, 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. right here on KHSX Power 101.5.
Yeah, about 15 seconds.
All right.
After a few drinks, I'll take it slow.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you over $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving. This buzz driving is drug driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
How you guys doing? We are back. KHSX Power 101.5 FM. Glad you guys are with us today on this Wednesday. Again, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. We were just talking about Blueface before the break, and I'm trying to wonder, how do you get a name like Blueface?
tattoos on his face either.
So what is the relevance of the blue?
I don't know. I think he's trying to gang bang.
Anyway, what's next on the list? Trump last.
Trump last? Okay, so look,
We're going blackface.
we'll move on from blueface and we'll move over to blackface. All right, so we have a 61-year-old man in Hawaii, right? He goes to court for attempted murder. He had a road rage incident in 2016, all right? His name is Mark Char. So he went to court in blackface. He showed up to court, literally, he had on his orange jumpsuit, and he colored his face black with permanent marker.
We'll go one step further than that. The funny thing is, this is not even a white man or a black man. This is a Hawaiian man.
So Hawaiian, yeah.
If you see this picture, you guys would laugh so hard. This man he's not even crazy. But the thing is,
no,
he's actually very intelligent. He's not as crazy as they think. Let me tell you something. He said that he was being treated like a black man. Somehow or another, and in this picture, he's still in his prison oranges. Somehow or another, between him walking from that cell to the courthouse, he got his hands on something black and painted his whole face. Hair too.
Well, he says it's a permanent marker.
He says, since y'all treat me like I'm a black man, I'm gonna show up in court like a black man. So he know he getting, by the system.
He get degrees.
So he gonna play that psychotic card.
Okay.
And get a lesson.
I'm gonna say this. Really plain and simple. Our culture is very prominent. It has been prominent since we got here.
Right.
Our style, our way of doing things, we have given so much to society as a whole. Yet, I still say this. Everybody want to be black till it's time to be black. So, this symbolism, I get it. It's crazy, but I get it. But yeah, that's of all things, I try to be something else in that.
Yeah, well, I think it's very emblematic of what's going on in society. In a roundabout way, he is actually proving that black people are marginalized.
No, we all know that.
And I enjoy the fact that he decided to put it in their face.
Well, put it in your face, but still it doesn't change anything.
No, it doesn't change anything. It's like a statement. It's like a statement. And here, let me read what he says. He says, now this kangaroo court is trying to give me a life sentence for me trying to protect and defend myself against an attack from three guys. In essence, treating me like a black man, Char said. So he's trying to say, look, basically, yeah, you got black people, you guys do black people unjustly, and you guys are trying to do me unjustly in this kangaroo court.
All right, I'll say it. Now, I'm not going to say nobody's name, but I have a white friend that I keep on my side because like I'm serious. Everybody say they got that friend, but I have a white friend that I've been in situations with where my white friend, he wants to be black so bad until we used to get in trouble. And then the white person in him would totally emerge.
Of course, I told you.
And we got out of so much trouble because of this white guy he is a genuine friend of mine. And he used to date black women. He used to talk black slang. He never said the N-word around black people. But he was like that. But he ended up ultimately marrying a white woman. Like he knew he wasn't gonna fly with his mama. But I still keep him around. I still keep him around because I was talking to Tyron earlier. And this is gonna sound weird because people don't know how to work the system. I am a black man with white privilege.
Okay, you're gonna have to explain that because you got into it a little bit. And I'm still reaching to understand it. Break this black man down with white privilege because you're gonna have to sell it if it's real. Go ahead.
Listen, I talk proper, and people say, "You talk white?" No, I don't talk white. I talk proper, but I know how to talk to people in authority when it comes down to that time. I know not to say, "Hey, bro, don't do this or don't do that." I walk around with a dog, a small, tiny dog. White people, it makes me feel unthreatening to white people. I'm a 6'5" black man. very dark black man that when I walk in, the heads turn, he might try to rob us. And now all white people say it when I walk in the room. I've been to Katie before, but when I bring the dog, it softens the subject. I've been pulled over by the police officers for speeding, mind you, speeding, and I have a miniature Chihuahua in my passenger seat. And you know what the first thing they say was, you know how fast? Oh, that's a cute dog.
You know what? Now,
I understand your theory.
I understand your theory. Now, I thought that it worked with the ladies.
It doesn't work with the ladies.
I didn't know that it crossed racial barriers.
See, that's what men see. Men see you carry your dog around because you're trying to get women. Well, no, I carry a dog around to stay out of trouble.
Let's touch on that.
Okay.
Now, if you haven't guessed, obviously, we're 3 African American men. All right. And I know it's a down subject in some cases, but let's just be real for a second. With all the things that have happened in social media and in news, most commentary, when you see the attack that has happened to a lot of African American males by authorities. Now, mind you, I'm not saying that we're being the victim of everything, not of everything. We got a section of us that do absolute stupid stuff. Okay. But those of us who are trying to comply, trying to do whatever you ask, because you will never understand if you're not in these shoes. You will never understand what it's like when you're driving and those blue lights come on behind you.
Yeah.
Might not even be for you.
Might not be for you, but I have never met a black man that didn't clench.
Yeah, the heart skips a beat.
Yeah, when those lights come on behind.
And that doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong.
That's right.
I think that's the misconception people have. People think, well, why do you guys tense up when the police get behind you if you're not doing anything wrong? Well, because you don't have to be doing anything wrong to get brutalized,
Absolutely.
to be killed,
Absolutely.
to be mishandled.
Absolutely.
And so we get used to it. Certain things, if you always hit a dog, you walk close to the dog. If you lift his hand, even if you're not going to hit him, you could be about to pet the dog. The dog is going to bite, curl up. It's going to do what's natural. And so we're doing what's, sad to say, has become natural. It has had to happen so many times that actual, I don't know if you want to call it fear, apprehension, whatever that feeling is that comes across us that all three of us knows. It's there. Like Terry said, I don't know a black man who don't have a particular feeling when the police pull them over.
Listen, I was just recently in California and I was hanging out with a partner of mine that just got out of prison for a long time.
Okay.
We driving downtown San Diego, predominantly all white. Me, my sister, and a partner.
The gas lamp.
Yes, everybody knows about that. Flashing lights come on. He yells from the back seat, "The police!" Out loud, "Police!" I'm like, "Where?" He slides down the seat. "Don't matter, just drive." Because he's so scared. I'm like, he wasn't even doing anything. But you so paranoid now.
I told you right now. I told you earlier. I ain't scared of nothing but my mom and run out of toilet paper, right? Well, I'm deathly afraid of the cops.
Oh yeah.
Now, here's the thing.
Yeah.
I make it very visible on my car. You see U.S. veteran, you see all kinds of stuff that basically state that I'm a veteran on the back of my car. I don't do it just to show that I'm a vet. I'm doing it so if I ever get pulled over, save my life.
Right. I serve this country.
I serve this country.
I serve.
Don't come up here and beat me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I do that for precaution of my own life because I'm in fear of my own life.
Right. With me, it's less and I'm pretty sure with all of us, but if I'm wrong, you guys let me know. I don't think that we're afraid of the police as an individual person. We're afraid of the power that they wield, the doors that get opened for them and that get closed for us. The simple fact that their word against ours, their word is always going to be held at a higher standard, even though these lawmen are human beings. Yes. So no matter how many times they get caught in scandals, matter how many times they get caught lying, they still get the benefit of the doubt when the person don't. And it's crazy and that's what we're afraid of. We're afraid of somebody getting the benefit of the doubt over us telling the truth, even if it's on camera, if it's on tape, with witnesses. Somehow what we say isn't valued like what a police officer says, even when lying.
It's kind of like, now, don't get me wrong, but it's kind of like if a woman calls the police because she says you hit her, domestic violence, when the police show up at your house, whether you hit her or not,
You're going down.
you're going down because she said you hit her.
Yeah.
That's the same thing as a police officer saying, well, he did this and he did that, and then I had to take him down. But you're not getting the benefit of the doubt. They are because they're the police officer.
Hey, if anybody has anything to throw into this, give us a call at 346-330-9473. Pick your topic, whatever. If you want to add on to what we're talking about, give us a call again. The number again is 346-330-9473. That's right here, the hotline.
Yeah, you guys go ahead and give us a call. Let me tell you guys something. One of the most important things that I've heard from a police officer, again, I'm going to say important, I learned. A police officer told me one time, he said, see, Tyrone, you guys are afraid of my gun. He said, I could kill you with my pen. That's another thing that people don't realize. What a police officer writes down is very detrimental, especially if we're talking about a socially, economically challenged neighborhood or person. A police officer could write charges from here to Baytown. And if you can't afford no lawyer, it is a very good chance that some of those charges are going to stick. So a police officer knows that they have different powers that we don't have. And again, those are the things that we are afraid of. Could you imagine, Terry, somebody writing something about you that could put you away for 20 years?
Absolutely. But in some cases, and you followed in the sentence, sometimes the pulling of the trigger feels better when you hit it out. Okay.
Okay.
So, you got some of those, I'm going to give you a description of some of these people. Some of these people probably were bullied when they were young. I'm going to show you when I come to you wanted something. Some people feed off of adrenaline to have a power surge in them. You know what I mean? But I say this, if you don't know how to communicate, if your communication skills, because you have to communicate with the public, you are a perfect public servant. You got to understand that. The people that you're pulling over pay your salary.
Yes.
So you might want to be a little bit mindful. Now, granted, I understand your life is in danger too, but if you're that scared for your life, go get another job.
Right.
It's a dangerous job. I do. Now, don't get me wrong. I have the greatest respect for police officers and fire.
Yes, I have the utmost respect for both. I do understand that they both put their lives in danger.
Absolutely.
And I think that there are good police officers.
Yeah.
The line is blurred when a good police officer don't say anything about a bad police officer, because then I don't know if I can necessarily call you a good police officer anymore.
Well, here's the thing, like he said, that blue wall, but here's the thing. When it's like snitching in the hood. Once you snitch, you're not going to have the support of your hood no more. Now, I hate when a good police officer doesn't speak up, but at the same time, I understand, because at that point, as a good police officer, you going out every day, your life is on the line.
Yeah.
Bullets don't have names, and people hate police officers, and like there's certain substances, but you said there's good police officers.
Absolutely.
But if a good police officer tells on a bad police officer, he now has no support. Now the community hates him, and the people he work with hate him, so no one has his back.
Yeah.
Well, it goes to what we were talking about earlier when we were talking about people just recording things and not wanting to jump in. For a police officer, for me personally, again, there would only be so much that I could take. So much that I could take. You have police officers that are in the department for 20 years watching corruption and don't say anything because they don't want to be ostracized.
I'm almost out of here. I don't want to mess up my pension. And I'm on my check.
Right. Well, I don't think that you should have got that far. You should have been gone. Eventually, you have to step up. You have to sacrifice something for the good of the people.
That's why you have people now, those who are using this social media and using their smartphones to film all these things. They're policing the police now.
And they don't like that. They're even trying to start pushing legislation to where people can't record their stops in certain states.
I think you should. I really do think you should.
Absolutely.
Police wear cameras. They can edit those.
Yeah.
They turn them off. They turn it off.
They turned them off at times.
I think it should be illegal to turn off your body cam because you're trying to hide something. Is like they say, to the pedestrian. If you don't have nothing to hide, then why are you hiding things?
Yeah.
Same thing to the police officers. If you don't have anything to hide, why are you hiding things?
Well, I'm gonna keep my camera on to keep you honest. Yeah.
You have to police the police.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just something that has to be done. An issue that I see as well with the police is their the way they escalate things. It's like they will come to a calm situation and take it from a 5 to a 10.
You know, we probably could take a show to actually give advice to things that you should do if you pulled over by the law. If you pulled over by the cops, we probably need to do a checklist of things you probably do. We're gonna put something like that together.
Yeah, we should put something like that together.
Now, on our last 10 minutes, we do an hour today. We're gonna do 2 hours on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Okay.
So, and we're gonna be here tomorrow. It's 4th of July. So if we throw this in there, tune in to us all day tomorrow because I will be featuring something called the Dream Concert.
The Dream Concert.
Yeah.
What's the Dream Concert, Terry?
The Dream Concert. I want you to give me your imagination for a second. A concert where you get to listen to artists from pick a genre, pick a day and age, pick a time phrase in your life, all on one stage in your mental picture.
Wow.
So I got the Jacksons, I got Luther, I got Prince, I got Maze, I got the Spinners, I got some. So we got all kinds of stuff, and it's like a festival all day.
Okay.
So that's something you definitely want to make sure you tuned into. So right here on KHSX Power 101.5.
Sounds like barbecue music to me tomorrow.
There you go.
Barbecue music.
That's the intent.
Barbecue
I got my
music.
dance
Soulful
ready.
music.
There you go.
Soulful music. And they're live concerts.
Live concert.
Oh man.
It's it's not a full concert. It's like one song and it merges right into another. So you got like something that's gonna merge from Earth, Wind, Fire to Luther. What it's just gonna be it's a war. We got all kinds of stuff.
See, it takes some sort of musical savant to put those type of things together.
Oh, it's some more.
That it takes
You
some.
get in touch with my feelings right now. I feel a certain type of way about my barbecue about to go good tomorrow, man.
Yeah,
It's
you
definitely doing that's
Don't put no blue face in there.
it is. Not at all.
no blue.
Not at all. This is definitely a
Cut it off
good
at a certain year.
You can turn your music up, turn your radios up loud, even if you want to listen to us online, turn those devices up loud and get your grill on.
Get your grill on.
So we got down our last 10 minutes. Now let's go ahead and talk about Orange Face.
Oh, Mr. Orange, Mr. Orange. My question to you guys is, do you guys think that Donald Trump has a chance of being reelected? I asked that because of this. In the second quarter, Trump and the Republicans report that Trump raised over $105 million and have $100 million cash at hand to spend on the campaign as of right now. So his polling numbers might be down, but his cash is up. Do you guys think he could possibly win again?
Okay. You know what, John, I'm gonna let you go first.
I'm gonna just say how they say it. Anything is possible. Anything is possible because, as I said, in this day and age, people love stupidity, and I don't know about today's society. We actually need to start listening to more about what people are actually trying to get instead of what makes us laugh or what we can see was trending news. I don't want a president that's trending news. I want a president that's actually making a difference.
That's his brand, is
It's-
trending
yeah, it
news.
is. And that's what I'm saying. Being a president is not supposed to be a brand. It's not supposed to be a brand like that. You're not building your own brand. You're supposed to be building the American people's brand.
Yeah.
Not your own personal agenda. Like I can go out and make my own personal agenda every day, but it won't make a difference. Now, if I go out and fight for everybody and I kill myself fighting for y'all and y'all know that, then I made a brand for everybody to try to walk after or try a footprint for somebody to walk after. But if you just saying hate, and deport this person, that person, like you deporting the wrong people, to be honest with you.
Okay. All right. I can believe the $100 million in cash on hand. I can believe the amount of money that he's raised already. Now, the question is, from whom did this money come from? I already know that it's been reported that the CEO of Home Depot, and I don't know if the Walton kids sent from Walmart have contributed as well.
Yeah, impact money.
Now, keep this in mind. These are all the people in the 1%.
Right.
So
Right.
the people that you took care of with these tax changes.
Are the people who are donating to him now.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
So it's favor for a favor.
Right.
So what I suggest is, now keep in mind, African American, we are the world's biggest consumers. In the fairness of the game, we don't own jack.
Zero.
Nothing.
No institutions,
Nothing.
nothing.
As a matter of fact, and read this up on your history, even some of our historically black colleges and universities,
Yeah.
some in particular, Spelman in Atlanta was started by a white, well, actually a white man's wife.
Right. Well, a
The
few
Rock-
of them
yeah,
were.
the
Not just one,
Rockefellers.
the Rockefellers.
The
They were
Rockefellers started
instrumental.
that.
Right.
So look, don't take my word for it. Check your history. Look it up. Google it. So you have to pay attention to the sources and the power of the dollar. The dollar is very powerful. There is a way to beat it. My grandfather used to tell me everything works if you let it.
Okay.
Okay. But you also got to think.
Mm-hmm.
George Clinton taught me that.
P-Funk.
Think.
Okay.
It ain't illegal yet. Think.
It's not illegal to think.
It's not illegal yet.
Okay. Yet.
Yeah, they're working on it.
They working on it. They
It ain't illegal yet.
yeah, it'll be illegal and we won't know because we can't think.
Yeah, they're trying to make it like that. But here's the thing, and I'm gonna close out real quick with the last 5 minutes. Plain and simple. Pay attention to where the money is. Pay attention to the money trail, and you find a way to use your dollars. If you hit them in the wallet,
Mm-hmm.
and you hit their bottom line, their margin,
Mm-hmm.
then things change.
That's when things change.
Yeah.
The power is in the buck. The
Absolutely.
power is in the money. And people go where the money go. People do as the money do. People only do what you allow them to do with your dollar. I'm a firm believer in that. My thing about Donald Trump is I actually think he has a chance
Of
because
course, he has a chance.
I think he has a chance because there's American politics, in my own opinion, are based off of fear,
Yeah.
good debate preparation, and reputation. And Donald Trump is good at making people fear.
Yeah.
This guy became the president.
That's been the Republican trail.
Fear,
quite a while.
fear, and even with the Southern strategy when it switched over.
Yeah.
That's what they do. They implement fear. They just bash people,
Yeah.
and that's what people go off of. They go off of personality, fear,
That's
and
how
things.
we got wars. That's
and-
how we had wars. You know, I'm a Gulf War vet.
Mhm.
So that's how it look. I can tell you all the stuff that I can't tell you, stuff that I can't tell you. All the stuff we actually, being overseas and whatever. So fear is always is an attention grabber. And here's something I need to tell all of my voters, period. This is all about strategy.
Very much so.
Okay. So we're not playing checkers, we're playing chess.
Mhm.
So you've got to pay more attention in how you are voting and follow the money, follow the supporters. If you hit these, look, we ain't gonna stop going to Walmart. That's what I call it, Walmart.
Right.
Walmart, we
Everything is cheap.
everything is cheaper.
Everything is cheap.
But if you find alternatives to doing what you need to do, and you can at least bring them to their knees a little bit, it hurts them in the wallet.
Anytime you hit somebody, and us being such big consumers, we have to understand the power of our dollar. And it's funny the way that politics works, because we have these big corporations donating to Donald Trump because he helped them with a tax break. But we also got to remember that's what they do all the time.
Yeah.
They hedge their bets.
Yeah.
And so I would encourage people, when you're watching politics and you're paying attention, always remember it's a game.
Absolutely.
It's a game. Most things are staged. Most things are things that are improvised on to make you think and to feel a certain way. It's all about feeling. And so when you go vote and you're doing an analysis of the different candidates, do what's best for you. Don't let them scare you into a vote or trick you into a vote.
Right.
And I would also encourage people to don't be surprised, because a lot of people don't tell the truth. I wouldn't be surprised I think the amount of African Americans who vote for Donald Trump is higher than we think. I think a lot of people don't want to say it because they don't want to catch the ridicule. We have to remember that every African American isn't poor.
Right.
And so we have a lot of people who have money.
But they're not necessarily voting for Trump per se.
Mhm.
They're voting for the agenda behind it.
What they could benefit from him. And so, and again, I don't think that they like him as a person. He's very hard to like as a person. Let's just be honest. No matter who you are. But people who received those tax breaks and figured out how to restructure their corporations and stuff to make it work for them, they like him. People who are anti-immigration and with his rhetoric on voting, and on the border, there's a lot of African Americans, especially males, who agree with him. Now, who will say that in public? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's very hard to find them to say it in public.
Well, I'm gonna let you guys close out, but I gotta put this disclaimer out there like what I always do. The views and opinions here on this show do not reflect the views and opinions of the station. KHSX Power 101.5.
And we want to thank you guys for listening. Hey, today was a very good discussion. We do an hour today, and it was an hour jam-packed. And so again, we come here, we do this. We hope to give you a little bit of information. Again, this is commentary. We talked about the difference between commentary and news. And so we're giving you some commentary.
It's entertainment.
It's entertainment. So realize these things when you're watching other outlets. John, let everybody know where they can find you.
Again, I'm John, the comedian. You can find me on Instagram, JJ2Funny15. That's 2 J's, the number 2, the word funny, and the number 15. Also on Facebook at John Ward, and on YouTube at Cracked Rib Comedy.
All right. And I want to tell you guys, go ahead, Soapbox Heroes on Facebook and YouTube. Subscribe. And also, I want to make sure that I tell Terry, thank you for this opportunity. And you guys make sure you guys listen to Terry's mix tomorrow. He's going to put you where you need to be.
Barbecue is gonna have everybody coming back singing Earth, Wind, Fire.
You got it. I appreciate it, fellas. You know, hey, I like this. I like this format. I dig this show. I think there's a lot to offer. And again, you got to be younger than me. I love to see how you guys think, and the fact that your thoughts matter, your opinions matter. I mean, your views are what's going to guide our future.
Right. And hey, everybody out there listening, you guys matter too. We appreciate it. We'll get back with you guys. We'll see you here when Friday.
If you want to make it Friday or you want to make it next week, we'll go Friday.
We'll see you Friday. And with that said, we are out. Terry said we saving Trump to the end. I don't want it.
Blue face, black face, orange face. That was nice.
Blue face, black face, orange face.
Blue face, black. I was in the bathroom like, nigga, we doing blue face, black face, orange face.
Man, I wanted to just get him out the way, man. Man, look,
No, you always black. He said, put him in the back of the bus.
put him in back. It made sense. I said, you know what? That makes a lot of sense right there. Oh man. Yeah. Blueface is tripping, man.
He tripping real hard.
Blueface is tripping. You supposed to keep some things in-house anyway. What happened, man? These cats get young, they get the feeling themselves, they get money real fast. And sometimes when you get money too fast, it blinds certain people.
You know what? His parents don't tell their kids, I brought you in this world, I'll take you out.
And the parents
Parents say that
sometimes,
with passion.
man, the parents sometimes get too comfortable with the money too. Baby my son got some money. Yeah, money does things to people. You will let some people will let their kids get away with more because their kids got money.
I do my comedy now. My mom does not agree with that.
And she gonna tell
She
you.
don't let me curse. She don't like me to curse. And every time I tell her, I did the show tonight, it went good. Did you curse? You do
Right.
all that cursing?
Look, my mom, I could make $500 million tomorrow. And I guarantee you, my mom wouldn't treat me no different. If she don't like something, she gonna pick up the phone, dial that number, and say, "What are you doing? What are you doing?
These streets making me. Let me tell you something about Anna
What are you doing?"
Let me tell you something about Anna Ward. She don't play with that.
No,
I got my last book when I was 24 years old. We wrote the bread, bro.
Look, I'm not I witnessed my great grandmother lived to be 114. I watched in the middle of a field in Louisiana. I watched her take the belt off my grandfather and swat him. And she's blind.
Are you serious?
I'm like, Papa, why you let my mom do that? Boy, that's my mom.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it don't change. Look, and that's
my uncle with my auntie in the driveway with a belt over his knee. These are like 50, 60-year-old people.
look, that's
Because she said something to my grandma that was in the bed, like in the hospital bed in the house.
look, that's why I was saying the significance of him having two women. It might seem insignificant nowadays, but I would never, when I was young, 18, 19, 20,
Let me tell you something.
I would never
My
look.
girl got that wasn't a joke. My girl said I can have a girlfriend. She just got to pick her. That's
Okay, would your mom allow you to have two women in the house? Look, but that's the difference now. His mama lived with him.
But I don't bring my
You see?
my personal business. My mama met my wife and her grandkids. That's it.
But this is my point. This is when things change. His mom lives with him. So now he is the he's the cash provider in the house. And so the rules change.
I would have got replaced in the first part.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have kicked him out and said, Mom, I got you replaced. But the way he kicked him out was really bad.
it was foul. He said his mom was clout chasing. You think moms was clout chasing? You think moms was on the gram trying to?
Man, moms don't never clout chase, man. If your daddy's not around and your mom is the only one, your mom don't clout chase.
Man,
She let you know what's real.
this clout chasing stuff is real though, real in the field. People really clout chase. Man, it's people that sit there, make problems, and then bicker about the problems on
It's
purpose.
different. If it's your mama, some people mama do be clout chasing, but other
Yeah,
people
man,
mamas
today.
is real.
Okay,
It's your mom.
That's your mom. But at the same time, you gotta learn how to manage your money. Before you do anything for your moms, before you do anything for anybody, before you do something for yourself, and that's learn how to get money management first.
Yeah.
Then you want to take care of mama, but take care of mama smart.
Yeah.
I mean, I learned that the hard way.
Yeah.
I messed up when the work I did in the 90s in the music business. I got my first royalty check for $2.5 million.
Woo! At one time, your eyes glazed over.
Yeah, and I did a whole bunch of stupid shit. I flew from San Diego to Houston just so I could go to Momentum BMW and buy me a brand new 850i convertible black. I had one, but I wanted to do it in front of my.
You wanted to go do it in front of your folks,
I wanted to shine.
right?
Oh,
That, well,
In hindsight, that was one of the dumbest goddamn things I ever did.
yeah, we need to do a show about that.
I ain't never had money like that, but I have spent over $1.5 million in my lifetime since I've turned 18 because of the way that I spent it. I never got a super big bulk like you, but I've had that money that I've just blown.
Yeah.
Because I never thought I would live. Where we from?
Yeah.
I thought I lived past 21, 22. I do.
I've had $100,000 under my bed.
I swear to God, I just started thinking about this.
Not no more.
Like 7 years ago, I just started being smart with money. But now it's too late because
It's never too late.
It's never too
I'm trying to
late.
get myself out of the debt I put myself into. But right now, I just live for what I feel like. Right now, I'm leaving here to go drive Uber. So I can get my favorite. Like, that's all I do.
You gotta get.
I come up here and I do comedy.
You got to do what you got to do, and you got to. Sometimes we got to take the pride out of it too.
You got a CD player in your car?
It is what it is. Yeah, I do. I do.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna get some CDs I got in the car and I'll burn this.
Can you burn two of them? I got a CD.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, man. Blueface tripping, man. Huh? You think so? Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know what I realized? It's people that's not Yeah.
Nigga, who else? Yeah, like,
No,
who
it's
else?
no. What I'm trying to say is there going to be people that aren't going to support just because of what you're doing. If you were doing it at home, on the couch, ooh, let me watch.
Bro, we two. Wait,
They can see you where you were.
we two California dudes with a radio show in Houston. Y'all go ahead and holler at the support. Just from the 909 area itself, we should be good.
Well,
I
hey,
get out of Fontana that much.
hey, you guys, give us some support if you can. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then,
Dick Barnett, Jeremiah Cochran. He was over in Hawaii.
we've had a few. We've had a few.
Justin, what's his name? The short running back, Justin.
I forget.
He went to Hawaii too.
Yeah, we got Tyler Irvin. He came. He came.
You got Tyrone.
Yeah, but you know,
You got John Down, but I ain't going nowhere. I just moved.
it is what it is. Hey,
Get in where you fit it, man.
I think we are going to do that show on what you do when the police pull you over. Run! Run! Man, hey, man, look. And then this is what I noticed too. There's going to be people like, man, I've been noticing this lately. It's people who really like, they literally try to start stuff with me so they could make content off of it. But look, don't nobody really pay attention. It's probably like 2 people watching this right now, maybe. It's 2 people. Now, there's people listening on a radio station terrestrially, but far as online, people from like that home or Noah's,
I got so many
it's
texts
nuts.
yesterday about the comment I said about I appreciate those that came out with my whole clip, which was just my older brother. And everybody's like, we support you. Like nobody, I ain't been in none of my shows.
Look, I think sometimes, honestly, like in the Black community, everything is support, right? Like, not really. That's what we think. So look, we have being a consumer and being a supporter. If you watch somebody struggle and go through it and you never really like support them, but then you buy their album once they make it, and then you say, well, I'm supporting you because I'm buying your albums. You're not supporting me. You're being a consumer of something you like. Support is helping somebody along the way, or helping somebody that you don't like, or helping somebody that you're trying to help their craft to get better. But getting with somebody when they've already ascended, that's not support. You're a consumer. You're a consumer at that point. And I think a lot of people get that mixed up. Everybody, well, I support. Yeah, right. And then what I find the most is the people who do the most or want the most attention from you, they'll run everybody off of your platform, but those people be the least to share, to invite, to tell somebody about it, but they want all the attention. You see what I mean? So that's what I don't get. I don't get about the support. How much support is genuine support and how much of it is consumerism? Like, hey, I listen to you now. You see what I'm saying? You see, we get syndicated. It's going to be people say, hey, man, I've been listening to you guys the whole time. Well, we can see the numbers here, but when you look online, you know, you don't see it, man. Support is something that I think is a vastly overused word.
Y'all support me and cash at me. It won't update my Facebook.
Oh man. Hey y'all, we gonna get out of here. The show been over. We just been doing a little bit of talking back and forth, letting you guys in on what we do. We're not gonna have no production meeting today.
Y'all don't understand the fact until you put the headphones on and be on the station where people can hear you somewhere else. That's just but you can't cuss. Them cuss words.
You can't cuss. We out, y'all. Peace. I'm in the wrong microphone. I got 2 microphones. I have no clue why. I can move this one out the way. No, it's from, you can see they are from the board.